Hi there, this is Steve Spurrier. You can join University of Florida Hall of Famer Shane Matthews and also the two-time SEC Player of the Year every weekday as he brings you all you need to know about the Florida Gators, including news, analysis, opinions, and some of the biggest names in sports. You can find him on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Or you can watch him live at 8 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter.
Good morning, live edition of Matthews in the Morning coming to you from the International Diamond Center Studios, locations across the state of Florida, right there at Celebration Point, in the heart of Gator Nation. Go check them out for Christmas, International Diamond Center. Comfort Temp Heating and Air is your #1 local HVAC company, offering $1,000 off a new installation on units and 10% off any additional services through December. Visit them at comforttemp.com. Comfort Temp Heating and Air. Comfort is our business, peace of mind is our promise. We got JC today. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Mighty Gators play a football game against the Tennessee Vols. I'm curious because JC, I was on the road yesterday.
Yes.
After the program.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go out on a limb. I have no idea who your win with JC picks were.
Oh, yes.
But I am pretty confident that you lost money last night on the Buffalo Bills.
Are you? You know what? We didn't even talk about the first.
But you're wearing the Texans hat today.
Well, my kid used to live in Houston, and I did go to a Texans game a couple times. Yeah, look, I think their defense with Philadelphia's are the two best defenses in football between Vic Fangio and D'Amico Ryan. Are there two better defensive minds in the game right now? I don't know. I doubt it. Those teams are incredible. Houston has no offense, and they win football games with defense, and Philadelphia is kind of the same story. But they do have a Super Bowl MVP playing quarterback, but he's looking more and more like the guy who played for Brian Dable and guys like that at Alabama where he couldn't throw a pass. But he's still a Super Bowl MVP. So Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. So QB, listen, you just said something that's interesting. You know, we talk about whatever you want to talk about. Well, this is a football Saturday with a big rival coming in town. And I, honest to God, can't remember a time when we went through a week and barely even mentioned it. You know,
I mean, we're 3-7.
So
that's all you got to say.
Bigger question. All right, more important question. Look at your screen, QB. Look at your screen, QB. What hat should I wear tomorrow?
That one, the orange one.
At the game.
Can't stand the logo on the other hat.
Okay, you want this one?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, QB. You hate this logo. What is
wrong
like
with it? Because if you look
University
at the F,
of Florida,
if you look at the F, not the top part, but the other part, it's not proportionate for the logo. It looks dumb.
Oh God, you're talking about.
Take it off and look at it.
I don't even notice this
because I'm
it's UF.
very observant.
It's UF.
No,
U and F.
They need to take the F. Needs to go out far. The bottom line needs to go out farther. It looks silly.
Oh God. Well,
all
okay.
Right.
So I'm wearing this one then tomorrow. So you approve of the at least you
I
like
love that logo.
You like this guy, okay?
That logo and the pale logo or the circle logo are my favorite because those are the ones when I played.
Yeah, that's with the long alligator in the UF. Okay, got it. 80s. You like the 80s logo. That's what you like.
Well, because I mean, it was the logo even when Coach Spurrier was here.
Yes. Okay.
They didn't change it. They didn't change the logo until I think 95.
Well, this is great though. Here's a tweet on X from our man Christopher Dyer. Very, very loyal watcher, I think. I think he watches us, but he goes, "You wouldn't even know we're playing Tennessee in football this weekend." He goes, "My Lord, what Billy did to the Gator football program is beyond unforgivable. Everybody's already checked out on this season, and the only excitement that remains now is the hope for a certain coach." That's it. That says it all right there. Christopher Dyer. Well said.
Yeah, so let's get to some of these Facebook Lives, and then we're going to do our Peachland Dental picks. I know there's not a lot of great games, but
we're going to pick them anyway because people need help to make money this weekend.
Reggie says on Facebook Live, brought to you by Mellon, Shane, I don't get the whole LSU possibility with Lane. How can Lane and Sexton have any faith in LSU when they're in court over Kelly's buyout? It's because Lane will have full control.
Well, Brian Kelly probably thought that too, but he's going to get his money one way or the other. He's going to get it. Louisiana State's on the hook for that. And they did not fire him for cause. There's no way they can prove that. There's no way. So he didn't do anything wrong in his contract. He just got fired, and he probably mouthed off to the AD. Last time I checked, that's not a fire for cause offense. So LSU's a backwards, screwed up, miserable mess. And I think if you go there, you're going to be the kind of guy that has to basically take over everything and have it written down, because when the governor's talking about the football program, it starts getting involved in discussions, you got a backwards situation, very backwards. He's got bigger things to worry about in Louisiana, like maybe the roads. Try driving on I-10 from Baton Rouge to New Orleans and see how that goes for you.
Michael in Tennessee says he lives in Memphis. There are many college football fans here, especially from all the SEC teams. I wear my Florida gear all the time. I listen to local sports talk in Memphis, along with some from Knoxville. The people I talk to, listen to, call in sports talk shows. I watch YouTube shows that aren't Gator fans. I get a sense that they are terrified of Lane going to Florida.
Terrified. Well, I mean, that's a big opportunity for this school to get back into relevancy. And you've said before, and I'll repeat what you said, and that is he's the best chance Florida has to return to relevancy.
I agree 1,000%.
Well, you said that. So
Yep.
I don't disagree with that. I think that's absolutely true. Now, AU Gator says, QB, you're an idiot. I can't wear, he didn't say that, but he says you can't wear orange to the Tennessee game. But this is not the same orange.
I can wear,
are you going to wear orange? Are you wearing orange tomorrow?
I don't know what I'm wearing tomorrow. I got a lot of Gator shirts, polos to choose from.
Okay.
I bet I'm going to count them after the show. What is the over-under set for Gator polos, JC, that I have?
27.
Oh, that's so low. You lost on Price is Right.
That's low.
I thought you were going to set it at like 75.
Gator polo. I mean, you don't.
JC, you got to remember.
What?
I'm on the Gator Golf Booster Board.
Oh.
I do pregame radio in the student union, so I always get some item over there to promote.
Okay.
Again, every one of them are either Peter Millar, Johnny O, Grayson, or Vineyard Vines.
And you don't have
to see me wear anything with the swoosh or Jumpman on them.
Yeah, you don't have a FootJoy shirt?
You know what? I may have one or two Gator FootJoy shirts.
FootJoy shirts are good. They fit a little large, but they're very good. I like all those brands you just named, and I'm just like you. That's all I'm doing right now.
But I'm going to count them, and I'll let everybody know on Monday how many.
Well, 27 shirts is a lot when you think about it.
No. There's way more than 27.
Yeah, but you don't wear the shirts you had that were old shirts. Like you said 77 shirts. I mean, that must mean that 30 of them are outdated shirts.
But no. Those brands that we just talked about, JC, don't go out of style.
Okay. Well,
we'll get you up on your fashion here, JC.
I just bought 4 Graces from the pro shop the other day. Last week at Stop Children's Cancer, bro. So
those things ain't cheap, JC. You bought them?
Yeah. Well, I didn't steal them. Didn't steal them, QB. They didn't give them to me. But what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Did you watch the Buffalo Bills last night?
I did, and simple thing. They can't win outside of Orchard Park, and to lose to a team like Houston that's offensively quite challenged. I think Davis Mills had 153 yards passing last night, but it just goes to show you how great their defense is. And listen, that was Oklahoma. That was the Oklahoma Sooners last night. They won it with defense and timely possessions, and they basically they beat the Bills. Poor Buffalo, man. I thought this could be their year, but they cannot win outside of Orchard Park. I just don't. I don't know why that is, but maybe it's the coach. Maybe it's just bad luck. What do you think it is, QB? You're a Buffalo Bill.
Well, I think it's the NFL. NFL's crazy. People, they think it's rigged. I'm like, no, it's not rigged. It's just like, use the Chargers-Jaguars game last week.
Yeah.
There are just times in the season when I don't care how good you think that team is, they ain't going to win the game because these are professionals. Even though they may be on a bad team, they're still professionals.
Take about 17 weeks of playing football, only one open date. That's a grind, no doubt. And those rosters have 53 players, maybe. So, Yeah, you're right. Injuries are a big factor in that league, but they're all pros. And look at what the Saints did to Carolina. Carolina Panther team that's got a winning record. Saints go in there with a very bad record and beat them 17-7. You're right. NFL is that way. But I've got 2 picks, QB, in the NFL that you can basically put your little new Tahoe on. Okay, and you can have 2 Tahoes or 3.
Well, we're not to the picks yet.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm teasing it. That's called a tease.
You're teasing. Okay.
Teasing.
Todd on Facebook Live, brought to you by Mellon Law, says, Shane, after yesterday's show, you seem less optimistic on Lane than before. Today, PodUp with Matthews in the morning retweeted that LSU is the favorites in Lane. What are your thoughts today? All right. First of all, I have people that do the tweeting and all that. I don't do that.
LSU's the favorite?
Yeah, they are the favorite.
That's the first I've heard that. Okay.
Yeah, there's the word out of Oxford is that he's going to LSU.
Damn.
It's Deuce because he's going to have complete control over the football.
Well, wouldn't he have complete control over this one?
I don't think so because apparently I don't really know the whole story. Who knows? He's meeting with Keith Carter this morning. He may say, you know what, I'm going to stay here. You don't know what's going on. 2 weeks ago, I would have put everything I own on it.
I know.
But LSU has screwed things up.
Well, it's tough. Yeah. And listen, I've always said, unless Lane tells you, nobody truly knows anything. But I think that
I don't think Lane knows.
Yeah, and that isn't that about par for the course for this guy? I mean, this is his history. And he teased Auburn this way. Auburn thought that he was their coach, and it did not happen. And I think Mississippi is a great place to be. You were there last week. I don't know. You can't.
Well, I told you he's built a cult there.
Yeah, and you know what? Good for his cult. But I
don't think he stays there though.
I do think though that if he leaves Mississippi, their seeding and their odds crash for the playoffs.
Well, here's what I will say.
But they'll go.
Here's what I will say to that situation.
Tell me.
Regardless if he goes to Florida, LSU, leaves Ole Miss, if the new school that he goes to does not allow him to coach their team, that's a problem to me.
Wait a minute.
If the old school that he leaves doesn't allow him to coach the team, that's a problem for me too.
Oh, for the
I think regardless of the situation, wherever he goes, if he does not coach his team in the playoffs, all these people are idiots.
Well, it would be a big distraction. There's no question about it.
It would not be a distraction to me.
It would be. It would be.
I disagree with that 1,000%.
You really?
You don't think
the players would be affected by that?
No, because those players are going to know their guys coaching the team. They got that, and I promise you, a few of those players are going to leave with him and go play at the next school with him. I guarantee you that.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Okay, so why they don't care?
There's a lot. There's more than just a few players. QB. It takes 11 on offense, 11 on defense, and
so here again, JC. Let's say there's 85 guys that dress out in their playoff game. Okay, 10 of them go with him wherever he goes. The other 75, a lot of them are diehard Rebel fans that grew up playing there, so they're going to stay there regardless if JC's coaching them. The other people are going to take the most money that they can get in the portal and go play for those teams. I don't think they care about that anymore.
Meanwhile, we have a game 7:30 tomorrow night against Tennessee. If anybody cares,
nobody cares because we're 3-7.
Well, I get it, but there's going to be sold out. I mean, somebody cares. QB.
We have great fans, but I'm just telling you, we're 3-7. They're 7-3.
Yeah, I don't know. Used to be the other way around. Yeah. If this is Wally Gator, I don't get the Gruden groupies. Okay, Shane. He says. This is about Gruden. I shouldn't have read that.
He has zero chance of being the coach.
Silent 2347. Shane, rumors have been Strickland wants the current GM Polk to remain while LSU's fine with Kiffin bringing Glasscock.
I've heard that as well. I don't know if it's true or not, but as I've stated multiple times, and I've never been an athletic director, but if I am in charge of hiring a new coach for a program that is in shambles, I'm going to let the guy that I'm hiring run the program.
Run it. He's got to run it. Now, Billy wanted and asked for everything, and the Florida Gators gave him everything. Didn't work. He had 700 administrators over there working for him. I hope Lane doesn't go that route if he
I
comes.
don't give a damn if our next coach needs 8,000 analysts if he wins ball games.
That's true.
I mean, it's that simple.
Yeah.
I think you need 15 analysts tops.
Yeah.
You don't need however many we have. I just look, we make football way too hard.
Yeah.
Find the right guy, let him do his job, and you will win.
Yep. It's been crazy, because this team, Mississippi, is having such a good year. If they were 7-3 or 8-4, or even they're 10-1. Regardless, if they weren't so highly ranked right now, I think the situation would be somewhat different. I know you don't think that it really matters about Mississippi, but I think that's what's keeping Lane from just basically signing an extension or just saying, I'm leaving. That's what the problem is. He's conflicted between all of the love he's had at Mississippi, the situation they're in at Mississippi, and whether or not improving his resume and going to another school to try to revive that program is in his best interest. I think he's conflicted with that. Otherwise, we would have already known. But I think because Mississippi's 10-1, that's been the whole thing.
Well, obviously, I mean, he's got a chance to go win games in the playoffs. If Ole Miss was 6-5 right now, he would have already decided where he's going.
That's kind of what I just said, and I think it's really funny how.
And if we had not somehow beaten Ole Miss and LSU last year, or just one of them, he'd been our coach this year.
Yeah, well, they would have gone to the playoffs last year if Florida didn't beat them. I bet.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think they would have, but they went for SMU instead. So we got, like I said, QB, it's very fluid situation, as you say. I just want folks to focus tomorrow on the kids playing on the field, if it's possible to do that, and root like hell to beat the Big Orange. That's been one of the greatest rivalries they've ever had. Peyton Manning never beat the Gators.
Never.
And Phil Fulmer and Steve Spurrier went at it like this, and each Fulmer and Spurrier won a national title. And this was one of the best September games you ever saw. When we had that hurricane game and Tennessee came in, and I had a tea time in Atlanta planned, and they came in and beat us in December. What was it? Travis, whatever his name was, who ran all over us that night, and Florida lost. Travis, what was his name?
Travis.
Travis. Damn it. It's not Hunter. I want to say Travis. Anyway, the kid ran all over us. You remember, it was in December, and they ruined my tea time in Atlanta, Georgia, the following Friday. I was so depressed. Awful night. So Tennessee needs a foot up the you-know-what tomorrow, and I hope folks can focus on that instead of who the next coach is going to be, just for 4 hours. And tomorrow when we're tailgating and everybody,
they'll all be drunk, JC. They'll be paying attention to the game.
It's 7:30 game. I know. You're right.
Travis Stevens.
Thank you.
He's a Florida guy. I think he was from Apopka or somewhere.
God, they couldn't stop that. God, gee whiz.
This Day in Sports brought to you by Campus USA Credit Union. Put some star power to work in your financial life. We're proud members, Stephen Orr Spurrier Banks.
Well done, Chris Montgomery, 6863. Very nice.
I got to tell JC.
Lee 85. Well done. Go ahead.
Yeah, 2024 Major League Baseball. Shohei Ohtani is your MVP in the NL, and Aaron Judge is your MVP in the AL. They'll probably both be. Have they named the MVPs this year?
I don't think so.
They probably both win it again.
You know what's amazing about Shohei Ohtani is that how much money do you think he actually pulls in right now? Not his contract, but just what has he accepted from the Dodgers?
I don't know, but I'm going to say he's making only $10 million a year.
He gets $2 million and is deferred $700 million on his contract. Look that up. It's crazy. He's basically done that for whatever reason. I can't remember, but he's got a $700-800 million contract. He's going to get paid that. But I think he only collects $2 million a year right now.
Well, he probably has plenty of money in endorsements.
Oh, my goodness. People in Japan have bought everything he's got his face on.
All right. Text on the Titan Mark text line from William. He says, Shane, if we don't get Lane, who is your second choice?
Where are you?
Well, William, I have not really thought about it, but I started thinking about it yesterday when he was driving.
I told you to think about it 2 weeks ago.
No.
Blew me off like a bad habit.
There's one guy and one guy only to be my second choice. JC, who would it be? Do you have any idea?
You're one guy only to be your second choice. Kerwin Bell.
No, that ain't gonna happen. I'm talking about a realistic choice.
Should happen. Okay.
Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, USC. Yeah.
Here's why. I don't give a damn if JC
Well,
plays middle linebacker for him and can't tackle anybody. The guy scores points and he knows quarterbacks.
you're
To
so
me,
predictable,
that's
dude.
the only guy you can hire.
Yeah.
Guys that know offense and know quarterbacks.
I like it. I'm full agreement with you there. That's funny though. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
I would love Jeff Brom. Brom ain't leaving Louisville.
No, he's not going to leave Louisville. No.
I do think Lincoln Riley would leave SC though.
I always liked. Yeah, well, Lincoln Riley's. He's under a lot of pressure there too. They've got a toughie at Oregon this weekend. They're probably not going to win it, and once again, they're going to be, sucking grapes.
Yeah. Alan in Atlanta says, in my opinion, Billy's organization infrastructure is what sold Strickland on Billy in the first place, and he still likes it. I don't think he's going to let someone clean house on all those programs. Look, they could continue doing the Gator Maid and all that stuff that has nothing to do with winning football games. I think it's great that kids can go visit different countries or whatever they do. I don't know if I would choose to do that because I'm not a traveling guy if I was in college, because they just take certain people. That has zero bearing on any dude getting a first down or throwing touchdowns. Zero.
Yeah, winning on Saturdays, man. That's it. I love how everybody jumped to our rescue on Travis Stevens. That's wonderful. Thanks, guys. That really did help. And I know you think it's, well, I'm not going to waste our time talking about it, but I wish that guy at Western Carolina would get some.
No,
not going to happen.
No, not going to happen.
And they can't go for a assistant guy. They have to get a splash hire, a big name like you just mentioned, Riley maybe. But that doesn't guarantee you're going to win. It's just you got to find the right guy, the right fit.
I think Lincoln Riley's a very good football coach.
Oh, he is, but he's from Texas, and I
don't care where he's from.
Well, that matters.
He coaches quarter. He's had 3 Heisman winners, JC.
I know, it still matters.
He's like 42 years old.
Well, was Brian Harsin ever a good fit in Auburn? No. I mean,
what did he done? His resume's not even close to Lincoln Riley's.
No, he was doing well in Idaho, but that's the problem, isn't it? He came from Idaho.
Florida Cracker is the brand for original Floridians. Great food and southern hospitality in the center of the University of Brooksville, Florida. Also in Keystone Heights at Florida Cracker Oyster Bar. Check them out, floridacracker.com. We got JC here. We're just BSing around.
Well, that's what
even though we got
on a podcast.
Huh?
That's what you do on a podcast, QB.
Right.
We're not breaking AP Wire news here. We already said we're not investigative reporters. We're not that.
Art wants to know, what about Cliff Kingsbury? He does nothing for me.
Yeah, but he's an offensive guy.
No, he is, but does nothing for me.
Coached the greatest quarterback I ever saw in my life in college football, in person, Johnny Football. He would win if he had a guy like Johnny Football come down here, QB. If he found another Johnny Football, he would win. But you are an all-offense dude. So I agree with that. They've got to find a guy that can put the ball in the end zone, 100%.
Mike says, what about Jeff Brom? I've always loved Jeff Brom.
Yeah, well,
I wanted to hire Jeff Brom when he was, I forgot who we hired, when he was at Western Kentucky. I wanted to hire him. But I don't see him leaving Louisville.
Maryland did something strange. They actually kept the guy that everybody wants to fire.
They kept Mike Loxley?
They did. They said he's coming back. He's coming back. Yeah. He was an offensive coach.
Large Fry on YouTube, brought to you by Quad Plum, says, QB, who do you think UF has vetted the most for this job? I don't know the answer to that. I have no idea. No. Brian Daboll? No.
Oh, hell
no. So Lane is not out, Troy. It's just that LSU is probably leaning that way right now.
That's hard to stomach when you see the absolute dumpster fire.
I know.
That's in Baton Rouge right now.
I agree. I
mean, the governor of the state gets in there and just, oh my gosh. It is
what's going on there is it's like a sitcom or like a movie.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But either way, they're going to have to write that check. They're trying to say that they're not going to pay Brian Kelly because it's not their responsibility. It's the state of Louisiana's responsibility. I mean, this is what you're talking about here. Why the hell would you want to go to that? I don't know. Maybe look, it's a great program. It's a great traditional school. But good gracious. No.
All right, JC, we're going to take a quick timeout. Come back. We're going to
We'll
do
do
our
our picks.
dental picks.
Okay.
Zach, let's take a quick timeout. You're watching and listening to
I'm out.
PodUp more from the International Diamond Center Studios. We'll be right back.
I'm out.
Our premium sponsors are Atlantic Roofing, Campus USA Credit Union, International Diamond Center, JF Hayden's Craft Liqueurs, Los Landeros Tequila, Meldon Law, Titan MRI and Imaging, UF Health Orthopedics. Our gridiron sponsors are Baker's Sports, Comfort Temp, Electronics World, Florida Cracker Kitchen, Florida Victorious, Gallo Car Wash, Miapa Latin Cafe, Peachland Dental, Quality Plumbing, Rue's Ogre State Farm, Silverback Concrete, 84 Lumber, Big Mills Cheesesteaks, Celebrate Primary Care, Gator Bait Media, Gator Dominoes, Ironwood Golf Course, McDonald's of Gainesville, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, UF Bookstores, Advocare, and MG&A Wealth. Watch and listen to us live on Facebook and YouTube. Listen to the podcast whenever on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. And if you want to advertise, give my man Freddie a call at 352-284-3733.
Hi there, this is Coach Steve Spurrier, and I want to let you know that by popular demand, Spurrier's Gridiron Grill's delicious brunch is now served in a premium buffet. You have spoken, we have listened, and we're now serving Gainesville's only elevated buffet, complete with an omelet station, ginger sage chicken sausage, shredded short rib, and of course our chicken and waffles. Plus, you can enjoy bottomless mimosas and Bloody Marys. So join us every Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 3 for the best brunch in town.
The jewelry store with the most likes, the most positive reviews, the most raving fans is International Diamond Center.
IDC is definitely a place that I will come to as long as I live here. This will be my go-to place always.
Literally the best jewelry store in town. You'll make friends for life coming in here. I felt like family from the beginning. The value was extraordinary.
I've got a beautiful diamond on my finger and I'm very proud of it.
International Diamond Center.
I'm very happy to show it off.
At Celebration Point and online at shopidc.com.
What's up, everyone? I'm Mike Pouncey, and this is my twin brother, Marquise Pouncey, and this is Life After Football. Let's go. We are the owners of Tropical Distillery, and JF Hayden's is our liqueur brand. We have 5 different flavors: a mango, a lychee, an espresso, citrus, and key lime pie. We pride ourselves on not only being a Florida-made brand, but also a cocktail solution. With that being said, cheers and go Gators.
Welcome back to the International Diamond Center Studios. Electronics World, integration and design specialist for smart home automation and entertainment. It's Gator season. Let Electronics World bring the Florida Gators, college football, basketball, and the NFL to your living room. Check them out, electronicsworld.net. Back to the Titan Number Hotline, courtesy of Comfort Temp. JC is on with us. We're going to do our Peachland Dental Picks, Gator Nation's #1 choice for dentistry in Port Charlotte and surrounding areas. Go check them out at peachlanddental.com. If you need a cavity feel, go see our man Joe.
QB, what about this is Tim Oliver. What about Joe Brady?
No, he doesn't. He's never coached. He's never been a head coach.
Well, who the hell cares? Neither was Kirby Smart.
Yeah, but Kirby had coached a long time, pretty much as an assistant head coach. But Joe Brady, why would Joe Brady?
I know.
I mean, okay, he may make few more $1 million.
No, he'd be the head guy. He wouldn't be sitting up there trying to tell Josh Allen what to do.
I don't see it.
Okay.
Maybe he is, but I don't see it.
I don't think this is fair with this now. I mean, go Gators 84. If Lane goes to LSU, I think Strickland should be held responsible. I can't say that because it's not up to Strickland. It's up to Lane.
Correct. But if it was apples to oranges, not apples to apples, like JC, if we sit down and I say, like, look, you're in full control of the program, And then this guy says, you're full control, but I'm going to hire this guy.
Yeah, but we don't
That's
know
not
if
the
that.
same.
But we don't know if that's been said.
We don't know, but that's what the talks are. That's what the rumors out there are.
Rumors.
There's rumors everywhere. I think we should start a rumor today. Put it on Twitter. JC, just think if you put something on Twitter, you would
I know.
blow.
I know. Wait, say that again. You cut out. What?
I said if you put something out there on Twitter today, your Twitter would blow up.
That's okay. I don't need it to blow up.
Okay.
Sometimes.
What do you have on? By the way, JC, by the way, did you look at the golf picks at all?
Oh, are you ahead?
Well, would you like to see who's in second? Tied for first?
Sure.
Look on your phone and then tell everybody.
Okay.
Some guy you laughed at me.
Really?
Yeah.
PGA Tour. Here it is. Doug Gibb.
No. Look who's right below him, tied for first.
Hoey.
Rico Hoey. Remember, I picked him. You go, who is that guy?
Really?
He can play, dude.
I thought you dropped him though from the roster.
I may have to do just all Georgia guys, but he still was my pick.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, you found one. Thompson. He's an Alabama guy, isn't he? D. Thompson.
Yeah, but Rico Hoey, you never even heard of him.
No, I haven't.
Diamond in the rough, JC. Diamond in the rough.
Okay. I like it. I'm a big golf guy. I think it's a joke they're not playing at Kapalua. All right, here we go. Picks for the Peachland Dental. Do you have to do some sort of reading or something for this Peachland Dental?
I've already done that. You weren't paying attention.
Very good. You're right. I probably wasn't. SEC's a little sketchy this week with some of these blowout games, but we're going to go through a big list here, try to get you some winners. We had on Win with JC a couple of totals. We won't do totals. We'll just do spreads. But this Missouri-Oklahoma game is a 6.5-point spread, with Missouri catching 6.5 at OU, coming off a huge win, the biggest of their season, without question. Missouri, though, I think could get Pribula back, but this kid Zollers is doing a great job. They've got a great running back, and they've got a salty-ass defense. I'm taking the 6.5 with Mizzou, and I'll probably lose. But I like Missouri.
I love the Sooners.
Okay, yeah, and that's what most people are going with. That's what the trend says, take Oklahoma. The total is 42.5, and they're saying, look at the under there. I gotta do this game, QB. So don't laugh. But Charlotte 1-9 at Georgia. Now Georgia has just come off a huge win against the Texas Longhorns. They are playing a big rival next week against Georgia Tech. Can they cover, and will they care when they're up by 35 to cover 44.5?
No, and you know what's interesting? Where was I? I was somewhere and I had a lot of downtime, so I was looking on Twitter.
Yeah.
I saw somewhere where Georgia has never under Kirby Smart beat a team or covered the point spread if they were like a 35 or 38 point.
Yeah, they
favorite.
don't. Yeah.
So give me the
Charlotte,
49ers.
44.5. Good bet there. If you tease them up to 50.5 on a 6-pointer with another big underdog, you'll probably win that too. In Austin, Texas, I think the pissed off Texas Longhorns are laying 8.5 against Arkansas, still looking for their first win under Bobby Petrino. No idea who's going to coach Arkansas, but they missed on James Franklin. So they also have an opening that's not been resolved yet, but they're catching 8.5. And I think Texas is going to come out and light them up. I'm taking Texas.
I'm going to take the Hogs.
Really?
I like the points. I think they're going to score. I know they can't stop anybody, but you got to remember this Texas team coming off a devastating loss, right?
Yes.
You know who they play next week, JC?
The Aggies.
Okay. So I don't know how they're going to play.
Very good point. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I don't know why I'm betting on Arch. You know I'm not an Arch fan. All right, Kentucky plus 8.5 at Vandy. The Wildcats have won a couple games in a row now. They're feeling good about themselves, trying to get bowl eligible. Vandy is trying to keep their record with only 2 losses intact.
I'm going to take the Wildcats.
Yeah,
better. And Vanderbilt still does not. I mean, I love their story. I think they're great. I just don't think they're a great team.
Okay, they're laying 8.5. It's a lot. I won't make you pick the Florida game, but I'm taking Tennessee. I hate it.
Well, Tennessee has not won here, I think, since 2003.
I know, but
But boy, they got a good offense.
They're due, and
I don't know
Aguilar,
what to expect from us. I have no idea.
I don't either, and Aguilar is quite capable. Rutgers is getting 32.5 at Ohio State. This is another game you can tease up with that Charlotte team, up to 38.5. Rutgers plus 32.5. Ohio State covers every week. Every week. Doesn't matter. Now, I don't think they covered last week because that line was so outrageous. I think they're gonna make a statement before the Michigan game, and they're gonna cover the 32. Although I hate laying that, but I'm going to.
I like Ohio State. I think Julian Saint's playing better than anybody at the quarterback position, and nobody knows about it.
Well, it's because they don't have any competitive games to play. It's not their fault. It's their schedule. Syracuse plus 35.5 at Notre Dame. We have a friend going to this game. I think he's more interested in seeing the facility and enjoying the nice weather.
He's excited to take a picture by the sign that says "Play like a champion."
Like a champion today, yes. He caught a nonstop flight on Breeze Airways to South Bend. Think about that. That's pretty good planning right there. From Orlando to South Bend, nonstop on an Airbus 220, by the way. Out of Orlando to South Bend, 35.5. I think Notre Dame will score.
Who are they playing?
Syracuse. They'll score 50 on Syracuse. I'm taking Notre Dame.
Who do they play? They play SC next week?
Yeah, they play SC next week.
I'm going to take the Orangemen.
Oof. Boy, hold your nose.
Well, they can lose by 35 and I'll win.
You're correct. Speaking of South California there, Southern California, 10.5 at Oregon. Can they cover that?
I like the Trojans. I think they're going to win the game.
Really? You're going to take a money?
I am not JC. I like Oregon. It's hard to win there. I'm not a fan of their quarterback.
I'm not a fan of their quarterback either, QB. I just don't know what the story is with these guys at Oregon. But I also know that Southern Cal, they get into these games and they just lay an egg. So I'm going to go.
Correct, JC. Correct me if I'm wrong. Southern Cal has 2 losses, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're still in the playoff hunt.
Absolutely. They are. 100%. If they get a little help and beat Oregon, they're in the playoff hunt. And then if they get a little help, they could be in Indianapolis, if Michigan beats Ohio State. All right, so let's take well, I think that's true. It may not be, but I'm going to go with you. I'm going to ride with you and the men of Troy. All right, Georgia Tech, 2.5 against Pittsburgh. This is one of your favorite games.
Where's the game being played?
It's in this game is going to be in Atlanta.
All right, both these teams control their own destiny to win the ACC.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm going to go out on a limb because I don't understand why the spread's only 2.5.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Pitt Panthers and their true freshman quarterback. Tech's had to have too many miracle comebacks lately.
Yeah. I'm
going to take Pitt.
Okay. I saw all I needed with Pitt last week. I don't like them at all. I'm taking Georgia Tech at home. Let's go with here's a game I like. This is an underdog play for me. Michigan laying 14.5 at Maryland. Terrible team, Maryland.
And it's at Maryland though?
Yeah.
I don't know if Michigan can beat them by
I don't think
touchdowns. I'll take the Terps.
Okay, I'll take the Terps with you. And then finally in the Big 12, big game here, BYU laying 2.5 to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's lost 2 straight.
This game's where?
In Cincinnati. Bear Bachmeier, the Bears coming to Cincinnati. I'm taking the Bear, BYU.
I'm going to take the Bearcats at home.
NFL, big house game for me here. Bet the house, New England -6 at the Bengals. I'm taking New England. I think this situation in Cincinnati is pathetic. Jamar Chase is out. Joe Flacco is good. New England's on a roll. How about Drake May, QB?
Hey, Drake May, I've always loved Drake May since North Carolina days.
Here's a great prop for you folks. You can take Drake May to throw more than 1 touchdown pass. You have to lay a little juice, but he's done it 8 out of the last 9 games.
All right, well, that line makes no sense to me either. Give me the Bengals.
Oh.
Well, nobody thought the Texans were going to win last night.
Kansas City, this is a must-win for Kansas City. To use the cliche, it's a gotta-have-it game. Kansas City is 5-5, I think. They are holding on by a thread to a playoff. They're playing the Colts, and I'm going to give you a stat about Jonathan Taylor that's going to blow your mind. You ready to hear this about Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah.
Colts. 35.1% of the time he touches the ball is either a first down or a touchdown. 1/3 of the amount of times he has touched the ball this season, he's either gotten a first down or he's scored a touchdown. That to me is incredible. He is the MVP, but they don't. I mean, that to me makes you the most valuable player because of that production. Drake May is also in that conversation, but Jonathan Taylor is playing great. Now, they don't have DeForest Buckner on defense. Colts are on the road. This is at KC. I'm taking the Chiefs, and I think the Chiefs, this is a big bet for me. I'm taking Kansas City big. -3.5. I might even put a hat on that game.
Where is this game being played?
It's at the Arrowhead.
Yeah, I'll take the Chiefs.
Yeah, okay. Here's another big one. Philadelphia at Dallas. My Cowboys really improved on the defensive side of the ball at the trade deadline. I know they just played the Raiders. Raiders are one of the worst teams in football. They're getting 3.5 against the Eagles who can't score. But you can't score on the Eagles either. I'm going to take the Cowboys because, damn it, I think they're a much better team with Kenny Clark, with Quinn Williams on defense there up front. And I think they trip up the Eagles. This would be a kind of spot where I see the Eagles playing.
Okay, tell me where this game's being played again.
Dallas. It's in Dallas.
And what is the line?
3.5.
I just don't trust the damn Dallas Cowboys. I don't think they're very good.
I know. Well, their record would show you that you're right. They're 4-5-1.
I will take Philly.
Okay, it's not a big risk there. And then finally, everybody's favorite team, the Jacksonville Jaguars, laying 3 at Arizona. I guess Brissett's still playing. I don't care if it's Brissett or if it's Jim Hart coming back or Don Coryell's coming back to coach him. Cardinals are horrible. They are awful.
What's their record?
The Cardinals, I think
right, 3-6.
They've won 3 games.
Give me the Cardinals.
Yeah.
They're going to win the game, JC.
Oh, we might have a lunch bet on this one there.
That's fine. You still owe like 6 lunches.
Okay. I'm taking the Jags, baby. I think the Jags are real. I love
the Cardinals are going to win the game. That's the NFL for you right there.
I love that Jacoby Meyer acquisition for Jacksonville. I thought that was very, very wise. Gives Trevor another option. I think that's important. And listen, ETN's running the ball great. I think Jacksonville really, they should be 7-3. They should not have lost that game 2 weeks ago when they were up by 18, 19 points against Houston going into the fourth quarter, but they did. But they won. What they did against the Chargers to me made my mind up. I think they've turned a corner. They're going to be a playoff team. They're holding on to the 7th wild card position. I think Jacksonville beats Arizona. This is a game they have to win if they're going to be a playoff.
All right. So I have the Cardinals. Miapa Latin Cafe, order your holiday package today. No one does catering like Miapa Latin Cafe. All right, real quick, JC, we got some Facebook. Is that all the games you have on the docket?
No, I mean, we just did 13 games. Yeah.
Okay. Where is the one I wanted here? Somebody was asking something. I can't find it now. Oh, again, they will be honoring Urban Meyer for his College Football Hall of Fame induction. I don't know when they're going to do it during the game. It's not a Ring of Honor deal. It's just for the College Football Hall of Fame. He will go in the Ring of Honor at some point. Somebody was asking, should we get Urban to be our coach? Hell, he may have to sit in for a year or two, I guess, till if we don't get Lane. Oh, here it is. MSRK on YouTube, brought to you by Kawhi Plumbing. Says Trask comes back to Tampa in 2 weeks, should be the starter by then, a revenge game. I don't know. I think they're going to stick with Kirk Cousins. I mean, Trask is on the practice squad, right? It's just signed him the other day.
Yeah, I think that's.
I don't know how well he knows their system. I don't even know who the offensive coordinator is there, if they've had any relationship, but.
That would be interesting if he played against the Bucs.
Yeah, I would be surprised if that happens.
MSRK says, I trust Prescott against that defense. Ha, ha, ha. I get it, MSRK. I get it. No, Trask, Atlanta is a disaster. Raheem Morris, I don't know why they hired him. They've made some bad decisions in Atlanta. I just don't.
But remember, we were up there interviewing him, JC. I told you our plane was up there.
Oh, yeah? Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, Raheem Morris.
Well, the plane is in
that's right.
Atlanta. There must be interviewing Greek Key. I said, no, it's Raheem Morris.
You would turn in your sweater if that happened. I know you would lose your Of course, Strickland would get run out of town so fast he wouldn't look back.
I said, I have a better chance of coaching the Green Bay Packers than that happening. Dadgummit. I had something on here I wanted to read and I can't find it.
I love Fridays. I think Fridays are this is what we should do on Fridays. Nothing too
BS. Oh, tonight, dude, the semis play NC State. I think NC State wins the game.
I'm rooting for the Wolf Pack. Florida State, what a fraud. What a fraud. They blow out my school and then they collapse. It's total Florida State. Norvell, is he going to stick around? They're going to keep him? I guess so.
I don't think they have the money to pay out his buyout.
They don't.
It's over $50 million.
They just built that stadium over there. They don't have that money. They don't have that money. That's what LSU doesn't have the money. That's why they don't want to pay.
LSU has plenty of money, JC. They got the Raising Cane's guys worth several $1 billion.
Well, maybe he's not happy with that program. I don't know. Okay, maybe so, but gosh, it's just crazy what's going on at LSU.
All right. Here's the one I wanted. Muddy Waters says, Shane, what offense do you want to see Florida run next year? I just want to see them complete passes, execute, be efficient, and score points. I mean, that's it. I don't care if they line up in the damn wishbone. If we execution is the key, JC.
It is consistency,
moving the chains.
Yes, you guys didn't have a problem with that. Yeah, it's true, brother. It's true. I think Saturday night could be a real fun night, or it could just be another one of those. Well, at least we got drunk kind of days.
And then Muddy Water says, any QBs impressed you that Florida could look at in the portal? I don't get to watch as much football as I used to. I love the quarterbacks at Texas Tech. I think one of them's a senior. The other kid's like a redshirt sophomore. He plays a lot. If we get the coach that I've been hoping we got, I think his two quarterbacks are here next year.
Oh, so is that kid going to be eligible?
I think Trinidad is getting another year.
Oh, gosh.
They're trying to – well, they're going to appeal it, and they'll probably win it.
Well, 100% chance that if Lane leaves Mississippi, Trinidad's in the back seat with him.
And Austin Simmons.
Yeah, they're both in the back seat in the car driving south. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And Muddy Water says if Florida hires Georgia Tech's head coach, Lagway is going to run 40 times. We are not hiring Brent Key.
Oh no, I mean, I don't think Brent Key would leave Georgia Tech, but maybe
Georgia
$10
Tech,
million could change his mind. Though.
Georgia Tech has money, right? I mean, they got a bunch of engineering boosters.
I guess.
I
played with one who's cheap as hell, but
well. There's a lot of cheap people, JC, but
that's true.
They're rich because they're cheap.
Or they're just lucky to be rich and they don't like spending. That's true. I think Brett Key's a Tech guy. He bleeds blue and gold. But $10 million does change people's minds. It does.
Joseph says QB doesn't read Facebook much anymore. We're going to have to go to YouTube. My bad, Joseph. The problem is I have two computers set up.
Very difficult job.
The one in front of me has the Facebook. This one has YouTube. I can't get Facebook on this one. That's why Facebook's on this one. But Facebook doesn't allow you to scroll back and read stuff. Once it goes through my feed here, I can't find it. That's why.
You're the guy who goes to the line of scrimmage and changes the call, changes the play, changes the formation. You can do anything you want, QB. You can audible.
I can't, Jason. I can't control. I can't control why Facebook doesn't allow you to scroll back through.
Okay, that's true.
That's not my. I have zero control. Just like we have zero control of what Lane's going to decide on.
I've tried telling you that 3 months, but for 3 months, bro.
No. I tell you, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, it was a done deal.
Well, why isn't it done then?
Don't know. I'm not in those meetings. I'd get it done, JC. I would get it done.
What would you offer if you were the AD right now?
I don't think the money's the problem. So everybody has money.
How would you change his mind?
I would say, here's what I would tell him. I was like, this is the job you've always wanted. You can bring who you want. You can sign whoever you want. You're in complete control of the football program. Let's just bring everybody in in the Manning Center. Just bring them all with you if you want. I don't care.
And nobody else is telling them that?
I don't know. I'm just telling you what you just asked me what I would do.
Okay, you're right. Yeah. No, I think you're absolutely right. And I'm sticking with you, dude. I told you that I love.
I don't know how these. I've never been interviewed to be a coach, so I've never interviewed anybody to be a coach. Yeah. I don't know the proper way of doing things. I would do it my way and just say, we're going to send the good Greek and moving storage vans down here. Put whoever you want in it and all their contents, and you're good to go.
Listen. I've been on your bandwagon, brother. I'm riding there with you. I hope you look. You've been out on that limb for 3 months, 2 months, whatever it is, and you're the only guy I know that's been that way. Everybody else wants to hedge their statement with.
No, I mean, he is the best guy for the job.
Okay.
And I don't think there's a number two.
Well,
if we have to go that number two route, there's only one guy that I think would leave his school, and that's Lincoln Riley.
Okay. Well, now we have two names, but
I don't even want to discuss that.
You don't even want to talk about that guy. Right. I totally understand. Totally understand.
All right. So, MSRK on YouTube says, hire a fishing guide for Kiffin that can put him on some fish when he goes.
Well, he's not a fresh
part of that.
He's not. Yeah. Man, I think, remember, LSU will tell you anything you want to hear. You don't really know what's truthful coming out of that place. So no, but don't sweat it yet. Until Lane, I tell you what, you said after the Egg Bowl. Well, let's worry about it.
I still think he will tell everybody what he's going to do after the Egg Bowl.
Okay, so
I've been saying that for weeks.
Well, then, I say we just, on this great award-winning podcast, we worry about it then, because we're just kind of fishing right now, and it's really pointless, if you ask me.
That is very, very true.
Yeah.
All right, don't worry. Give me a prediction on the score for the Mighty Gators against the Vols.
The Gators are going to play a tough game, but I see a 35-27 type of finish.
Who's going to win?
I picked Tennessee.
Tennessee to win?
Yeah, but I don't want that to happen. But you have to do. I think it's going to happen. I like their offense. I like Tennessee. I like the way Heupel calls a game. I just like their quarterback Aguilar. I think their defense is adequate. I think Florida's just a mess, and I don't trust the quarterback right now. Sorry.
I agree.
Sorry.
Go Gators on YouTube says, QB, do you think Riley could win in the SEC if he came to you? Absolutely. The dude knows offense. He knows quarterbacks.
Oh God, he was in the playoffs.
He coached Baker, a really good football coach.
Coach Baker Mayfield, the Heisman Trophy. He is as good an offensive guy as you'll find. But
hasn't he had 3 Heisman winners?
Yeah, I think he's had. Hurts did not.
I don't think he has 3. Maybe he doesn't.
The thing is, it's like you said, the criticism with him has been his defenses,
right,
and the way they play.
That's an easy fix.
But that's an easy fix. Okay, so look, Florida fixed it. I think. I mean, defense has been the best part of this team this year, but it was the worst part of this team before this year, and before that LSU game last year. But
this is going to drive me crazy because somebody needs to tell me how many Heisman winners Lincoln Riley has.
Well,
all right, JC.
Okay.
Show's over. You did a great job.
Oh, God. It went so fast.
Have a great weekend, and we'll recap it on Monday.
I'll see you at the golf course.
Watch out for Rico Hoy. As JC joins us on the Titan More Hotline, courtesy of Comfort Town. Injuries occur whenever and however it's never convenient for sprains, strains, and minor fractures. UF Health Orthocare makes it convenient for you 7 days a week, including evenings. Walk-ins are welcome. Have a great weekend. We'll see what happens this week.
Have fun tomorrow night.
Hopefully the Gators can find a way to beat the Vols.
Yep.
See you on Monday. Take care.